You want to go out and meet girls, but you don't have a good wingman, and you're a little bit intimidated to go out solo. Well, today, we gon' fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. So make sure to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you don't miss your chance at that next awesome girl, because ain't nobody want that. Anyway, going out solo can seem like a pretty big challenge, but it's actually a lot easier than you think. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you my simple strategy to go out and meet girls, even if you don't have a good wingman, even if you're out there on your own. And bro, this is gonna open up a whole world for you. You're gonna know that you can go out and meet girls no matter where you are, no matter whatever random place you're in and you don't have a crew there, it no longer matters, because you can go out and make it happen solo. And that's a beautiful thing, man. So let's get into it. So I hear a lot of guys say, Dave, I just don't really like to go out to bars and clubs, man. And my response to that is, what the hell? You literally have a venue packed with hot girls looking to meet cool guys. What's not to like? See, usually the case for why a guy doesn't like nightlife is because he's looking at it the wrong way. He sees it as like, oh, there's all these drunk people dancing, this like crazy environment. It's just not really for me. But here's kind of like a different perspective you could take on it. Like the way I look at it and the way a lot of my students look at it is, hey, nightlife is a practice field. You can go out, take what you've been learning and apply it to girls who are looking to meet guys like you. There's pretty much nowhere else where you can approach lots of girls quickly, have that sexual vibe right away, and even have the chance to take them home if things go well. So if you really want to get good with girls fast, I really recommend nightlife. Like, it's how I honed my game. I know plenty of introverted guys who honed their games as well just by going out, even though it wasn't the most comfortable for them, and now they're a lot better for it. So yeah, seeing it as a practice field, that's one little perspective tweak. But another one is to stop looking at it like it's weird to go out by yourself. Instead of seeing it as weird, like, oh my God, girls are gonna think I'm a weirdo for going out alone. By the way, don't worry, we're gonna cover how to beat that solo test later on in this video. But instead of thinking it as weird, see it as an opportunity. Think about it, man. Sometimes, like, when you're out, even if you have a good wingman, you're still trying to look for groups of girls to talk to, and there might not always be those opportunities. And sometimes you just end up sitting in the corner talking to your wingman the whole time, and neither of you guys do shit. I've definitely been in that situation before, and it's really not that fun. Now, on top of that, you also might just have a shitty wingman who holds you back, who you go up and talk to a group of girls, you're having a good time, the wingman comes and joins, and he's just like a stick of dynamite. He completely destroys the set. He blows it all up. He comes in super uncalibrated. And the girl's like, wow, you know, I thought Dave was cool at first, but if he's hanging out with this motherfucker, I'm out. So yeah, you don't have another guy to screw it up for you if he doesn't know what he's doing. And on top of all of this, it also teaches you to become more self-reliant, right? A lot of times I'll tell my students, like, hey man, you gotta get used to doing the hard things. You know, when you can get out of your comfort zone like that and just do hard things, it builds your character, it makes you a better man, and it makes you able to handle all the different situations that life is gonna throw at you. And that's why I think going out solo can be really rewarding. So if you're afraid to do it, you're afraid of nightlife, all this, it's time to buck up, get out there, and realize you can make it happen.
We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. We are wanderers.
A lot of guys will venture off into nightlife with no purpose, especially when they're going out alone. And the result of that is usually you just don't do anything worth doing while you're out. To prevent that, a good thing you can do is set a goal for yourself. Now, if you're wondering what type of goal should I have for going out, well, watch some of my videos, watch some videos by How to Beast, pick up some different techniques and tactics you can use when you're talking to girls, and say, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna try to use this conversation starter 3 times. Or I'm gonna try to flirt with girls like this. Or I'm gonna try to touch a girl in the first like 2 minutes of the interaction. Whatever the case, have that goal, have that purpose when you go out and try to make it happen, try to attempt it. One thing to keep in mind though is your goal should be something that you have control over, right? It shouldn't be, I'm looking to get this reaction from a girl. It should be, hey, I'm gonna go out and do this. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm going to put in this work, give myself the best chance.
I wanna rest in the arms of an angel and be safe and warm tonight.
So one of the guys in my mentorship program asked me a really good question the other day. He's like, Dave, how do I get into state before I go out to the club, especially, you know, when I'm going out alone? And there's a few simple ways you can do it. 2 quick things you can do are to meditate. Meditate for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then also visualize the epic night out that you're about to have. And add some details to it too. Like, all right, I'm gonna meet this type of awesome girl. We're gonna have like this great conversation, and we're gonna wind up back at my place, back at her place, whatever. Some other things you can do are listen to your favorite playlist to get you really pumped up. Watch some stand-up comics, you know, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, a couple of my favorite guys. Their stuff's on Netflix. You can just go check it out, really get yourself laughing. And then also, a little bit of freestyle rap. You can be like, yo, I'm about to hit the bar like a bench press. About to make connections like a lig man. About to find my princess. You know, you get yourself talking, get yourself feeling the vibe, and also get yourself used to not judging yourself, you know, and when you're out there trying to freestyle rap, you gotta be able to not judge yourself. It's gonna be a big part of your night out, man.
I think we should talk about it. Diving deep, let it go, so you want it.
When you're going out to the bar, one of the key things you need, one of the very delicate things that is gonna determine how the night goes, is your social momentum. And you wanna start building that momentum from the very beginning of the night. See, a big mistake a lot of guys make is they'll go into the bar, they'll grab a drink, and they'll just sit at the bar by themselves for a few minutes, and their momentum will completely die out, or it'll be 0. And man, this used to happen to me all the time back in my middle school and high school dance days. I would just like sit in the corner or like sit by the side. I wouldn't talk to anybody. And then when I would see that cute girl, it would seem like climbing a mountain. Just the idea of going up and talking to her, because I hadn't talked to anybody the whole night. And it would really set the tone for what would become a miserable night. The longer you sit there drinking alone, the harder it is to start that first conversation. So what I recommend is to get social right from the start. Walk in, you know, maybe get a drink if you want to, and then just hop over, go cheers a couple of different groups of people, start some quick conversations, just get those social juices flowing so that you realize like, hey, it's not a big deal to go out and approach people. Like, it's easy to get in these conversations, and with each conversation you get into, you know, the more momentum you build, the easier the next one becomes. So yeah, bro, get social from the start, get those social juices flowing, and you'll be good to go.
I don't know if I can make the days go by like this right now.
I don't know if I can make it when I walk alone.
I don't know if this
Momentum is a very delicate thing. Think about it. Like when a football team has a lot of momentum, maybe just score 2 touchdowns, and then they throw an interception, what happens? They lose the momentum, the other team gets it, and maybe they lose the game. So that same kind of idea rings true for you too when you're out at the bar or the club. You want to keep that momentum going, and so you want to limit the amount of time you spend alone and not having conversations. So let's say you're in one conversation, you excuse yourself for some reason and you go to the bar. Well, that's fine. You know, get a drink and then start a conversation with the person standing next to you at the bar, and boom, you keep the momentum going, you got those social juices flowing, and you're not stopping. Let's say you're gonna go to the bathroom. That's fine. Start a conversation with one of the guys in line. The point is you keep that momentum flowing so that you're never just like sitting at the bar by yourself for 10 minutes wondering what the hell you're doing there, and then eventually you psych yourself out and just leave, or you have a shitty night. just because you're out solo doesn't mean you have to limit yourself to only talking to girls who are also out solo. You can mix it up, and you should mix it up. Talk to big groups of people, talk to smaller groups of people. Hell, even go up and approach 2 girls and just keep things going. One thing to note though, if you are talking to, let's say, a group of 2 girls, you want to keep them both involved in the conversation, because if you start just singling one out, the other one's going to get bored and pull her away to go to the bathroom or something. So keep them both involved. If you want to step out for a drink, invite them both for a drink. Be a little flirty with both of them too, and obviously flirt a little bit more with the one you like so they have the right idea of what's going on. But by kind of like gaming the group, you make it a lot more likely that something good can happen later on in the night versus just trying to single one out and making the other girl feel like shit.
You and I will stand the test of time.
So another big fear that I'll see guys talk about when it comes to going out alone is they'll say, okay, what if I go up and approach a group of girls and they ask me what I'm doing there alone? What do I do? Well, passing the solo test is actually not that hard. The first thing you're gonna do is just don't freak out about it when the girl asks you. Don't get super reactive, like, oh my God, I was here with my friends, but they left, like, I'm not sure what happened. Don't do that. Stay calm, cool, and collected, and you should be good. Second, just own it. Listen, man, really anything is only gonna be a big deal if you think it's a big deal. If you act cool about it, she ain't gonna be worried about it either. So a couple good ways to respond could be like, yeah, I'm new in town, I'm just trying to meet new people. Or yeah, it's more of an adventure that way. Or yeah, it forces me to meet new people and expand my social circle. That way it goes from, oh, this guy's out here alone, it's weird, to, oh, this guy's actually pretty cool, he's pretty open-minded, I want to keep talking to him.
She might feel the same. Get out there, get your shit together. Then you can say at least I've tried with the first step.
Now the big thing you gotta do when you're out alone is to start conversations. That's how all the rest of this stuff starts. Without that building piece, you're gonna be sitting there alone all night wondering what the hell is going on. Now, if you wanna know how to start a conversation with any girl, then bro, I got you covered. Just check out this playlist right here. Shows you exactly how to do that. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right here, homie.